Hi, I'm Spencer Brown, and I chose alcohol abuse and binge drinking in the college student population. The definition of binge drinking is a typical adult having 4 to 5 drinks in a 2-hour sitting, but people younger than like the legal drinking age have admitted to binge drinking, and it affects the body differently if you're underage or above 21. Alcohol abuse is a drinking problem where a person's habits interfere with their life, and there's no 100% cure for alcohol abuse because it will stay with them their whole life. And people who abuse alcohol, it will negatively affect their work life, their social life, and their body's health. The reason why I chose this is because I have been affected by someone abusing alcohol, and they experienced liver failure, so I wanted to educate myself on this, and I've learned a lot. And I also chose this because I was a college student who recently became 21, the legal drinking age. So before then, I was abusing alcohol as someone under the age, and it has affected my brain's like memory. So I just wanted to educate myself so I can like help my friends. The problem for college students is that about 1,825 college students die each year from alcohol-related injuries like car crashes, and alcohol does increase college student, or alcohol abuse does increase a college student's like depression or anxiety, which can like increase the rate of suicide. And a lot of college students who get DUIs, and majority of them are not the legal drinking age of 21 yet, so that can negatively affect them in many factors, like the economic factor of like a DUI, like money, and their future careers. And alcohol abuse and binge drinking also affects a college student's participation in like school and class, and it can like end up in them dropping out of college. Some solutions are that there are so many helplines that you're able to call at any hour for like binge drinking, and there's so many rehabs and sponsors and therapy and counselors that you can, and support groups that can help you with like binge drinking. But some effects of binge drinking are just increase of many health factors like stroke, cancers, heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease, and like you could end up not only hurting yourself but hurting others by like driving under the influence. And alcohol affects like your memory and weakens your immune system. Oh, I have this video. This is my true or false quiz that I made, and I'll just go in order and I can explain why for each one. Binge drinking only occurs in the college student population. That is false. Binge drinking occurs to people like all the way through like their 60s, and like is really prevalent in like people's 30s and 40s. The next one, alcohol affects men and women's bodies the same. That is false because women, like for the definition of binge drinking, it's like 4 drinks and for men it's 5 drinks, so it affects the men and women's body differently. Alcohol is a stimulant because it makes people feel better in social situations. That is false. Alcohol is actually a depressant. Next one, alcohol abuse can increase your risk of liver failure and heart disease. That is true. Next one, your genetics play a role and affect one's alcohol abuse and drinking habits. That is true. based on your genetics, you could be more susceptible to like abusing alcohol and becoming an alcoholic. The last one, abusing alcohol only affects the person drinking. That is false, because if you're driving under the influence, you are putting other people's danger in life. And also, it doesn't only affect the person drinking, because if the person is acting out, they're going to be ruining their relationships with coworkers or friends and family. And here are my references.